All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. And of course, thanks for subscribing. Truly appreciate the support. We are right back at it with the latest FSD for Hardware 3 version 12.6. And we're going to do a little bit of a head-to-head in a two-part series for our Suburban Gauntlet. We're going to have Hardware 3 with 12.6, go down to Suburban Gauntlet once, and then we'll take our Hardware 4 car with 13.2 and go down the same gauntlet and see what the differences are. So for this first pass, I'll be comparing, since we haven't gone yet with the version 13 car, we're going to compare 12.5.4 to 12.6 and how it does this Suburban Gauntlet. Okay, so we'll jump out here right now. I'll engage from this supercharger spot and see how it does. I cannot. I have to go a little bit. Let me press down. There we go. And it obviously doesn't know how to route around this, so that's already a fail for the navigation at the very least. It's trying to route us around here. I want to just come right out here and get it started right here. And then again, we'll see if version 13 can do the same thing. All right, so this intersection is a little bit weird. I'm going to take this yellow really quickly, get it going, and then we'll be on our way. So I'll activate here, and we'll get it going. All right, so we're going to our Suburban Gauntlet. This is a series of varying conditions, going through a town center, going through some suburban streets that are unmarked with no shoulder, things like that. Cars parked on the side of the road, going through a park, going up a mountain, going up a high-speed road, paralleling a mountain, etc. So we're going to put it to this test in the suburban environment and then take it to some more urban environments later on. But let's just see how it does so far. We'll discount the takeoff just because it's not meant to be taken off from the parking lot like version 13. But for version 13, we'll test right from that parking lot and see if it can get us out there the right way. So far, market improvement over 12.5, specifically with the end-to-end highway. And again, look at this lane selection here. Very advanced, very good, very smooth. Excellent job. Still some prevailing issues from carrying over from version 12.5 because it's still version 12. Phantom braking from time to time. Some of the lane drift that's probably persistent from from 13 and 12, as well as some of the issues with the sort of hesitant jerking steering wheel or yoke, depending on what you got. Take these off. So still some persistent issues, but overall it's a better, smoother build, smoother braking, smoother acceleration, smoother turning than 12.5.4. Great job going through this town center so far. Staying in the lane. Overcast conditions, which are pretty good. Sun is peeking out from time to time. But let's just see what it does, see what it can do. 12.5 could do this route. We started from further into this route, but I like to start from here because it goes to this little town center and you get a good sense of where everything is. Little micro correction there for the curb that was there. You guys probably can't see it. I can feel it, so I'm just conveying what I'm feeling. Good job, good decision making here. Safer course of action. Stop on the red, on the yellow, as opposed to trying to take it. So that's great. I know guys are anxious. Everybody's anxious. Everybody's doom and gloom for Hardware 3. It's not going to work. They're not going to be able to do it. I just want to be mindful that they've only had a couple months. From our perspective, they probably maybe they had more, maybe they had less. I'm not sure, but from our perspective, they only had a couple months to get version 13 out to all the Hardware 4 cars, or as many Hardware 4 cars as got it, and then get a version of 12.6 out. Now, like I said before, they could have waited until version 13 was ready, and then maybe waiting even longer without that end-to-end highway. But they decided to increment to 12.6, which is still a great option, especially to get that highway portion and some of the smoothness in the city streets. So I think time is the limiting factor here. They need more time to get it right, and it probably makes more sense to take the time to get it right, dedicate the resources, because this is going to be valuable for future hardware upgrades, right? So whatever they're learning from optimizing Hardware 4 to Hardware 3, they're going to be able to use to optimize for hardware 5 to hardware 4 when that time comes. So I think it's definitely worth the investment, definitely worth the effort to be able to do that. Good job, good turn, good waiting for the pedestrian. We just got to have some patience with these guys. These are world-class developers, world-class engineers, and team leads, and all that good stuff. We got to have some time. This is new stuff, uncharted territory for anyone, right? This is like the best real-world use case of AI at scale, and I don't think anyone's really doing that. So we got to give them some time. In the meantime, this is still a great build over 12.5 for sure. You should definitely upgrade. So I got 35 max here, going to the suburban area. I'm going to make a little bit of an adjustment once we get to this first destination, just to let it keep going through smoothly, and we'll go on. But so far, so good. Good lane centering here, staying closer to the double yellow in the event that you got debris, leaves, and trees and stuff like that on the side of the road. So great job so far. Flashing yellow and a left. Let's see what it can do here. 12.5 struggled here a little bit. Slowly, nice and smooth, perfect. 12.5 was almost trying to come to a stop. It was very awkward. So that's a marked improvement there. The poise, the composure here over 12.5 is really what we're seeing here. Signaling to go over the double yellow to get past these cars, signaling to go back. All excellent job. And then we got this turn coming up here. Let's watch this curb. Yep, kind of tight. Ooh, very tight. That was tighter than I would like. But I'm good here on this one. Again, I have the bigger tires on this car, so I'm not really concerned about the rims. But I'm going to edit our trip and take this one out and go. And we're off. So great job to get it started. And now we'll just let it continue going up. Again, a series of situations where we're going to be going up a hill, going through a park, roundabout, traffic circle, whatever you want to call it, as well as high-speed road, going from a low-speed road, 35 mile an hour, going to a high-speed road, 50 mile an hour over very quickly with limited visibility. So that's why I choose this particular course. It's got a mix of everything that you'd see in a suburban type of world, at least here in the Northeast. Caveat that. Good job taking this turn. Very smooth. Speed bumps coming up. Consecutive speed bumps are also an issue from 12.5. We noticed that before. Slows down nicely for the first one. We only have 2 here, so it shouldn't mess this up. The last drive we did, we had like 3 or 4 in a row, and it just couldn't take it. And by the last one, I just said, forget about it. I'm going to go. Not to mention the one on the exit of that last video where it kind of got air. Good job slowing down for this one. This is great. Steep incline here. Hard visibility to the left and right. Let's see what it does. Lots of cars coming pretty fast here, and a lot of them don't turn their turn signals on until the last minute. So it's going to be interesting to see how FSD handles this scenario. Specifically, cars coming this way. Creeping, 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 trying to get aggressive. No cars coming from the left. One more car coming from the right, then it can go. Go, go, go. Doesn't want to go. Car is coming from the left now. Cars, good to go. Good to go. Good to go. Those parked cars are throwing it for a loop. I might not need to give it an encouragement, an accelerator press. More cars are coming. Doesn't quite want to go. There's a car illegally parked that's blocking the visibility this way. You guys can't see it. I'm going to get honked at if I don't go after these cars coming. So now a string of cars are going to be coming. So this is a tough one, especially because this car is parked here. You really can't see. I can't see. I'm just using my head to move around to be able to see around the cars. But This car can't do that. Creeping out now. Still can't go. Or still doesn't want to go. This is a nasty one. Okay, we can go after this Model Y. Creep up, creep up, creep up. No encouragement. Go, 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 go. I got to encourage it. Didn't want to go. Didn't want to go. We got cars piling up behind us. So not the greatest, but again, that car was illegally parked. So it kind of threw off the visibility. I had to keep moving my head around to be able to see it. Got to go slow here. Oof, it's going a little fast, a little hot. Eesh. All right. I got to disengage this one. Did not do that correctly. It didn't take the turn that it was supposed to. I'm going to just disengage. It's a disengagement and an encouragement. I'm going to pull in here, go around again, just to do it the right way. Let me see if I can catch it from here. I can catch it from here. But I want to do apples to apples. So let me just go back around and go back in the right way, the correct way. So not great. That is a known issue with version 12, where that entrance is a little bit tricky or confuses the car, and it doesn't know, if it should go in the way that you think it should go or it should go another way, and it gets confused. So I will credit the fact that it's a known issue. A little bit of booster, a little aggressive for me. I will enter in this way. This is the way you should be entering in. If you're coming from this direction, that's the way. That way right here is the way you're supposed to enter in another way. So I'm going to get past this illegally parked car again, facing the wrong way, and I'll re-engage here. Okay, so getting in here was a little bit tough for hardware 3, 12.6. So let's see what it can do. No curbs here, no sidewalks, people walking their dogs in the street, gets around them nice and smooth. Sometimes cars are parked on the side, has to get around them, no visible lane markings. So this is a good suburban test. This is like country suburban. What I call country suburban. Right turn, so no curb here, but we have a little bit of a ditch. So let's just keep an eye on how close it gets to that grass line and that ditch. So that's good. Still have the, whatever the thing is, rolling around our headliner. Can't figure out what it is yet. Haven't gotten to service yet, but coming soon. And now we got a little bit of a stop sign coming up. It's doing perfectly, flawlessly. Very smooth, very Uber Black-like in this instance. But again, just the not knowing where it's going, that's the taxi cab vibe. That's the, I'm a taxi, not from this area, and I don't know where I'm going, and I have a little bit of that hesitation on where to go. That's exactly what that is. Blind turns here, cars going down both sides of the road, no lane markings. Great conditions to test for FSD. Good job, good poise, good smooth slowdown, good rebound and recoil for the acceleration. All great stuff so far. First one's going over the line, FSD is not. Great way to show the human how it's done. Great speed control going downhill. You guys can't really pick that up on camera, but we're going downhill. So doing a good job controlling the speed, hitting that 35 max here. Stoplight here with a do not block the box situation. A lot of cars here, so we don't have to worry about it, but version 12 could stop at the right location and not stop the box. And they've actually colored the box now yellow, with yellow lines versus white. So that would help even more. Coming up on this winding road up here, it also kind of struggles a bit. People are kind of pulling over. What's happening? Very assertive here. It kind of struggles a little bit here just because the road diverges into a fork and sometimes it gets a little confused on version 12 prior builds. Let's see what it does on 12.6. Has to just turn this way, but sometimes it gets confused and gets a little bit indecisive with the yoke. Let's see if it does that. Turn signal on early. Slows down nicely. No confusion there. Great job. Speed limit changed to 30. It was kind of behind a bush, so the car couldn't see it. Definitely didn't change on the display here, but it's doing a good job keeping closer to 30 than 40, which is great. Maybe you guys caught that on camera. There's another split here where it gets confused. Good job. Staying the course and course correcting. Cresting a sharp hill and a steep right turn. This pothole's been fixed, so I think we're good here. Hard visibility from the left. Got to creep out to see. It does it, and it goes. Great job. Sorry for that rolling noise. I'm seeing some micro adjustments now for the turns, the curbs here. That's curves with a V. Pretty good. Good job staying in the lines. No real major lane drift so far. I don't want to jinx it, but it's starting off good. Good job coming up to our traffic circle now. Great job holding the line. Look at the precision. Look at that. Traffic circle, come to a yield. A little hard here. It's kind of just blowing through it, which I guess is okay because it's a yield, not a stop, but good job. Good job, good job. Turn signal on. Power out. All in the lines. Great work. A little bit of a phantom brake there, a little bit of a jerky brake there. Don't know if you guys can pick that up. So phantom braking is still there. not overreacting, just going. Now we're gonna start to go downhill a bit. That's to control the speed, and we're gonna do like a sharp, not quite a hairpin turn, but a pretty sharp turn coming up. Just gotta really control the speed there. And it's gonna be going downhill as well, so it's going down and sharp left. Let's see what it does. Just gotta slow down a bit. There we go, good control. Let's watch it. Good job staying the line, good control of speed. Excellent job. Now we're coming up to the part where we need to merge onto a high-speed road, 50-mile-an-hour road, going from a 25-mile-an-hour zone. And visibility is going to be pretty bad, but we'll have to get up to speed quickly. It's absolutely done this before, but let's see how version 12.6 does it any better than 12.5. Had to go over the line on this one because this is an awkwardly shaped turn. So hard visibility all around. It's going to creep out a little bit. Cars coming to the left, don't go. Oh, it's got its turn signal on, it can go. But take the safer course of action. Now it's got to go. It's got to get out of there. It's not getting out, still being hesitant, still taking the safer course of action. Can go now all the way. Just got to get up to speed. Go, 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 go. No accelerator press, no nothing. 40, now 50. Great job. Had a couple of different openings it chose not to take. The car from the left was coming in and had the turn signal on. It decided to wait. The car after that was behind it, so we had a little opening there, decided to wait. And I'm okay with that. Take the safer course of action always. If it costs me a couple of seconds, it costs me a couple seconds. It's not going to delay the trip to any significant amount. So take that safer course of action. So I like that. And it got up to speed at a good pace. Good job. Now we're going to slow down, get into this lane. We're in the highway stack, so it's on hurry mode. Or the highway end-to-end, highway version of end-to-end. No longer a highway stack. Good job controlling, great job. This is great. That's all I can say is it's great. Obviously had the hiccup from the start and with the that turn, but this is great. A little bit over, but not a lot. I like that. Good control in the speed, coming down the hill, going up the hill, cresting the hill, good speed, and then good speed coming down. So it's carrying the momentum fully. It didn't really slow down to a crawl like some people will do when they get to the cresting of a hill. Here's the point where it always messes up, in my opinion. It stages the incorrect lane. The lane that goes straight is the left lane. It should be in that lane. The lane that ends and merges is the right lane. It usually goes the right lane, so it has to merge, creating additional work for itself. See what it does. Ooh, look at this. Goes the right lane. Fixed. Very good. That's one criticism I will have about this build, is that it does a lot of unnecessary maneuvers on the highway, unnecessary lane changes that it makes on the highway. Doesn't seem to be the case right now for city streets. Seems to be making the right lane selection early and often. We're coming in hot, we're getting pinged with the red. I don't know if I can slow that down. 45 max, I don't know what I can do. But this one seems much improved over 12.5 in that regard. Lane selection, lane staging early, smoothness of taking the lane changes, and smoothness of positioning yourself in the correct lane, all top tier. Now it needs to be in the right lane up here to stage this lane. Let's see if it does it and when it does it. Look at that. Perfect. And the turn signal. Perfect. Now, granted, I had the cars here for clues, but I'll take it. I will take it. Rough road here, getting ready to be paved. Sorry for the bumps. Whatever this is, it's really loose now. It's just like rolling all over the place, like a marble or a bolt or something. Nice smooth deceleration with the abrupt deceleration of the car in front of us. Overall, this is very good. Hardware 3 cars, Hardware 3 family. Don't fear. This is really good. Yes, it has flaws. Yes, it has issues, but this is really good. This is usable. Look at the staging. Look at this. This is great. This is feeling a lot more like version 13 and a lot less like version 12. We'll see what that gap is with the next drive when we do version 13 and see if we can compare and contrast it against this one. Good job. Look at the evasive maneuvers here. Look at that with the turn signal. Very good. This is great. So we're coming up on a light that typically through version 12 and version 11 for a loop, it's a left turn at a light that for some reason it just makes the car go wild and can't make this turn smoothly and effectively. It can do the turn, but it's very awkward in every other version other than this. I've not done it with version 13 yet, so we'll do that on the next drive. But for version 12, it's always been problematic. This next light coming up in about 0.3 miles. Model X is so comfortable. It's the most comfortable Tesla, I think. I think the Cybertruck might edge it out a little bit right now, but you could literally fall asleep here. And that's the hard part of FSD, is trying not to fall asleep. So here we go. It's got to stage this lane. Then it's got to make the turn on the light, but it has to do it very smoothly. Here comes the green, but we don't have the dedicated light. And now we just need to turn. Look at that. Fixed. Fixed. Redemption, Tesla. Excellent work. Very steep hill here. Good job controlling it. That's where you really feel the power of FSD, when it's taking these heavy vehicles, going up steep hill, using all its torque, but being in control. Really makes you feel like, wow, this computer knows what it's doing. It knows how to handle itself. It knows how to handle this car and the weight of this car. Don't know if it feels the same in the Model 3 or Model Y. I suspect it will, but just the heaviness of this car and how much torque it has. It needs to get up a hill to maintain a certain speed, to go downhill and maintain a certain speed. That balance of regen, braking, and just coasting. It's incredible. All right, trip's almost over. Our last turn. It's kind of a funky one, but it's always been able to do it. See if it can continue to do it here and how well it can do it. It has to go down and to the right, and then the right goes up. It's a little weird. Going down, go right. Good job with the curb, good distance, good control. Excellent job. It is a weekend, so I'm going to let this go. See what it does. I might not let the hardware 4 car do the same thing, but I definitely will let this one go and see what happens. Oh, people are here at this particular location. It's looking to turn in. Good job turning in. Don't know where it's planning to go. A little bit of a game here. Speed bump. Oh, speed bump. Go ahead, guy. He went for it. So, fail on the speed bump. Good job on stopping for the pedestrian. A little encouragement here because it's trying to go right. Doesn't really know where to go. This is all extra credit, but whatever. Speed bump definitely was not good. Making a lane change. All right, this is where it kind of falls apart. I'm going to stop it here. It's not ready for this. All right, so there we go. We've got our first drive on the Suburban Gauntlet, Hardware 3, version 12.6. Okay. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, what you thought about this drive. We're going to go right now, get the Hardware 4 car, and then run it through the same gauntlet and compare version 13 to version 12.6. I think it did great overall. I think it was really comfortable, really relaxed. The issues that it did have, again, just remind me of a taxi driver. So I'm going to give it a high taxi driver, maybe even a low Uber Black. Maybe I'll just go low Uber Black for this one because it's a really solid drive. Did everything right. Did everything smooth, but then had problems turning in. Had some problems getting up that intersection, that unprotected left situation where the car was blocking, but I blame it on the car that was there versus this car. So maybe let's call it low Uber Black for this one, high taxi, somewhere in that area for 12.6 in this one, but it's really, really good. Stay optimistic, Hardware 3. Stay positive. Give Tesla time to make it right one way or the other, whether they replace it with Hardware 4 or whether they get the optimization process down right and can successfully take a model that's built for different hardware, optimize it down for Hardware 3, and get it to work. Because again, that's going to have to happen when we get Hardware 5 to Hardware 4. Okay, so let me know your thoughts in the comments. But until the next time, enjoy your day, enjoy your Tesla.